As part of Fire Prevention Week. Here to tell us all about it is the fire department's public education and information officer, Mr. Barry Brickey. Barry, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, my pleasure to be here.
Well, I know that you have a ton of things happening all the time, but next week, like you mentioned, is the big push. Tell us, though, what exactly is Fire Prevention Week?
Well, Fire Prevention Week marks the anniversary of the Great Chicago Fire, and that really put fire safety, in the front of people's minds because a lot of people lost their homes, lost their businesses in Chicago, and there were a lot of people that lost their lives too. And so the National Fire Protection Association was formed, and Fire Prevention Week started to kind of honor the memory of that, but it's been going on ever since.
And I know that this time of year, we know that there are the possibility of a lot of brush fires and things of that nature. But what are some tips that people can be aware of as we head into this week? Well,
it is getting kind of dry out, so outdoor safety is always important. Might be a little rain this week. I think Mark and them talked about that, so that's good. We do need that rain.
We're ready for it.
But as we get toward the fall, things aren't as green, so they can burn easier. And inside the state of Tennessee, there are some things that you shouldn't burn. And if you are in an area that needs a burn permit, you need to get one of those and make sure that you're doing it right.
And I know that you will be having some events to kind of raise some awareness about this. Let's talk about what all you're doing in Kingsport next week.
Well, the big push this year is pay attention to fire prevention, and it's all about cooking safety. So cooking safety starts with you. And so making sure that people know how to make sure they're staying close to their pots and pans in the kitchen. Also a 3-foot area around cooking appliances, that way children and even pets don't get too close. And never leave it unattended. And so, if you don't walk out with it on high, you don't want to do that.
Absolutely.
But we're going to be spreading that message to families and to neighborhoods all across Kingsport. Tomorrow we have about 150 kids coming to the fire station, another tour next Thursday. Now those are all for homeschool kids. I've got an entire day at Jackson Elementary. Coming up on the 14th, we're doing a big push in the Lynn Garden area along with the American Red Cross. And people can go online if they live in that area and request a smoke alarm from the American Red Cross, and then we will actually come out and put those up Saturday morning. And then at noon on Saturday on the 14th, we're going to have a family safety day there at the Lynn Garden Baptist Church, and their parking lot is right behind Powell's. Easy to find. And so fire department, police, EMS, life-saving crew, Red Cross and other agencies are going to be out there, and we'll even have a little bit of food. We'll have some food too, so that's good.
That's always a pull to come. Well, I know that in a few weeks, everybody, that's the reminder when the time changes to change out your batteries and check your smoke alarms, but it's always a good time to just make sure they're in check.
It is, and just today we went to see a lady to put up some smoke alarms for her, and I talked with her and she said, well, my husband put those up years ago and he had passed away 17 years ago. And so those smoke alarms were almost 30 years old. And if they're over 10 years old, you need brand new ones. And so the best kind to get are some that have a built-in battery. It lasts for 10 years. You don't have to worry about climbing up on a step ladder to change them. And make sure you get them put up. Even your local fire department may be able to help get those up for you if you need that help.
Well, Mr. Brickey, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. And again, different events will be happening next week during Fire Prevention Week. That includes a opportunity at Kingsport Elementary School with the Fire Safety Day, Family Safety Saturday, and of course food with a firefighter too at Chick-Fil-A. For more information, you can reach out to the number or the email right there on your screen.